a thing for marijuana. Surrounds me like a sauna. When I get with you, I wanna tell the world how much I love ya. I am a cannabis man. Got a joint in each of my hands. Mexican or Panama red. This true love will never end. Oh,
what up, balls? There you go. Welcome in.
love you.
Let's get you in.
How I love you. Marijuana. Marijuana. I'm in love with marijuana. Makes me feel just like an...
How you doing, boss?
What's up?
Happy Monday, everybody. How's your day been so far?
So far, pretty good. Not bad at all.
All right. I hope we caught you with the plans to stay awake. I'm not sure if they're...
Yep. Got an hour. Figured we'd catch him.
All
Lights out at 7.
right. Hell yeah, let's start it off with the garden.
All right. Yeah, we can sneak in there.
Appreciate everybody jumping in. Don't forget to be defiant. Oh, man.
He's in here.
Oh, yeah. It's looking beautiful in there. What do we got in the garden?
So these are from Honey Badger Grows. Good online buddy of mine. Talked over the years. Been on, and yeah, these are his.
Yeah, there you go. Showing love back to the community, bro. Just like you always do, man.
Yeah, I figured I'd grow somebody else's besides my own. Just an top, just to see what it would do. These are all autos, so regular autos. Got pretty lucky on the when I sprouted them. I only had one male. Wasn't sure what I was gonna get.
Right? Yeah, it's always a journey when you're jumping on that.
Yeah.
Right, you got the pistols back to back. Hello, Candy. What up? What a beautiful garden. I'm so happy in there.
Yeah, gorgeous looking plants. He's definitely got some good crosses. Hashtag be defiant.
I even had the shirt, buddy. I was like, hey. What up, AK? Sly Loco.
Sly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're looking beautiful.
No.
Oh, and is it in a tent right now, or is it just...
Yeah, this is a homemade tent. Panda film,
Hell yeah.
Old school style. I have a couple tents, but I don't know. It just worked out better for me. We had moved recently, and I had to throw something up quick. And this was easiest. Just tossed it over some racks, and away I went.
Man, she's looking happy. Yeah, I was like, I love it. She definitely got enough reflection going on, enough wind. Beautiful. I was gonna ask you, I was like, what is your preference on do you recommend going on in tents or just open rooms, or
That's a preference, and probably whatever you have available to you.
there?
I mean, a roll of
That's a good
Panda
tip.
film's hella cheap, right? I mean, it doesn't cost anything, and you can a couple 100 feet, you can make whatever you want.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, do you think that'd be a good material to wrap the room with?
Oh yeah, it's been done plenty of times. For plenty of people over the years. Exactly what they did. Went in, draped it.
And it's looking clean. Appreciate you showing the garden. Oh wow! What we got? Some peppers right here.
Yeah, I grow other. I have another page. I like growing different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was trying to bring up your page on the laptop, but it's a different account.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I usually try to keep them separate. Keep everything separate. some little
Hey.
some cherry peppers, cherry bomb peppers, like pizza peppers. Kind of hot though. Just a little. I usually don't like eating too hot of a pepper, but these are all grown the same way, and
Yeah.
some sweet, like
Oh, wow. Shit. Good shit. Just looking so luscious in there. That's a beautiful garden for sure.
got some from Japan. I forget the exact how to pronounce the name exactly. They have a really dark purple uh, pepper on them, but they're not hot. They're sweet. So
Hmm.
yeah, pretty cool. And some pepperoncinis. Dig the canning them and eating them like that. They're pretty good. You know,
Yeah, for sure. Always fresh is best.
fresh is best. That's it.
Mm.
Grow your own. Grow your own food. I've grown quite a bit indoors. Carrots, melons. You know, quite a few people I see do the same thing. You got the space, you might as well. You know.
Yeah, I did the cucumbers. Now that it's gonna be season again, I already got them popping in the little root riot cubes. So
Oh, right on. Yeah.
I'm definitely, I got the cucumbers and I got a couple of onions and other little stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not a fan of onions, but I do grow them. Usually
Yeah,
give them away.
yeah, it's more for like the salsas and all the other, because it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah,
But
exactly. It's you got to
either you
have it
have
in there.
garlic, yeah, like you either have garlic or something in there, but you don't necessarily have to eat it
Yeah.
specifically. Man, that's awesome. Oh, smack, we got a flower, baby. Look at that. Hey, she definitely got that. And the frost. Wow, that is good stuff. And who are we looking at right now?
This I don't even know. It's it's something from floor sweepings. You know, out of breeding projects. You know,
Hmm.
seeds fall on the floor. It's a mixed room, open pollination, and I'll sweep them up and throw them in a bag. And it's pretty much I decided to just pull out of one of them bags and grow and see what I find. I had a
You found
couple.
a
One was a
diamond.
male, but this one's actually about done. It doesn't have very long to go. Starting to fade out a little.
Hmm.
Probably another week is all.
You didn't clone this one?
No, uh, no.
Yeah,
I got
like,
too many projects going on
yeah,
now to
like I
do. So
gotta get through it.
yeah, it was. It's got some weight to them. They're some really solid nugs. They're starting to bend the branches over. I don't know if you'll be able to tell.
Uh-oh, he swiped. We'll get him back in. No worries.
Oops,
It's all
kicked
good. It's all
myself out.
good. It's all good.
There we go. Yeah, they're starting to bow these over.
Damn, that thing I got
Yeah, they're
weight.
pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you guys. Uh-oh. We did it again. It's all good, though. It's all good. Shit. Ain't no thing.
Get the hang of this here. Keep bumping that touchy screen.
Oh, yeah. When you're a guest, it's kind of like you, oop, just a quick little zoom.
Yeah.
You're down.
Go to flip it.
Appreciate
It's
everybody.
like out.
No, it's all good. Hey, that's the part of being defiant. You get to do what you want.
Right? And when you
And
got in that garden back there, you got lights on back there?
all right. Yeah, well, I do have a little surprise for you. we got a couple of your babies right here, man.
All right, on.
Uh huh. We got these ready to go. We have the Oaxacan, the red diesel. We got the Lebanese, and then I can't remember the one that says PC.
Oh, PC dash L by
Mhm.
PG.
Mhm.
So that was the Hunt for Frost
Okay.
in the lineup where I had a couple posts back. Those were also the clones I did for the Vermabec test.
Oh shit.
So that's those, but crossed by Peyote Gorilla. Yeah, Peyote Gorilla from Seedsman. I just happened to have a small
Yeah.
clone of it reversed, so I used it to pollinate those just to see what it pull
See
out.
what we can.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So it sounds like we got nothing but diamonds in
Yeah,
here.
you
Just
should get some
waiting to grow up.
good frosty plants.
Oh yeah. But besides that, yeah, we got a couple of fire OGs. They're finishing up. The blazing OGs are also finishing up. Um, and then we threw in the King's Shoes, White Widow from Seedsman. Uh, what is it? The Dead by Dawn Genetics, the Candy Ray Gun, and then I got some clones from ICANN THC from my original harvest, the Black
Right.
Sundays. So those are all in this bad boy behind me. Should be another hour before they wake up.
Offset light schedules. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the night schedule now. Yeah, because I was like not really seeing much results when I'm just constantly staring at them during the day. So when I want to miss it. I want to be able to come back and just miss something. How often do you like to defoliate?
I'll usually do it a week before flower, and then maybe week 3 pull off a few extras, but not too heavy. I usually don't do anything too heavy.
Nothing too major.
In the case of this plant, it was it actually didn't have a lot of like A and B branching, so the inners I cleaned out. They didn't really have a lot inside, just mainly the top colas on each branch. But you can see it's pretty. I don't know if I want a chance flipping the screen again.
I don't know. You're good. I'm gonna bring you back on all night long.
There we go. You can see it's pretty open in the middle.
Yeah,
Not much here.
you definitely got a good amount of airflow going through
Yeah,
there.
so it's just mainly the tops, and I don't really smoke that much, and so I didn't need a whole lot, so it wasn't too big a deal. But as far as defoliating, I usually don't take off too much. Maybe something that's like covering, I'll take that off, get it out of the way of the main flower, or anything that's like rubbing or bumping into the plant, or into the flower itself. I'll take those leaves off. But yeah, I'll just let it fade out. Most of these larger leaves.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
You can see it's not a whole lot taken out. This plant didn't have much to pull off, so it didn't really take too much off.
She definitely has a crazy underfade from the leaves. Like she's all purpled up from underneath. Yeah. That's crazy. Man, what beautiful work you got going on. What got you into growing? Or pretty much what got you with this plant? Like motivate you to go through with this plant?
How's that again?
Like what motivates you to pretty much follow this plant, to grow it out and just be part of it?
You froze up again. I didn't hear.
Oh, I was saying pretty much what got you started with growing and everything. Like what got you into this?
Oh, I grew up with it. As far as like gardening, young age, family and friends. You know, I'm the youngest of 8, so most of my adult, siblings all smoked, partied, and whatnot. They're, way older than I am, actually. Well, I don't put them way over. They'll be all pissed off because I said that. But like the next youngest is 8 years for me, and then there's, the rest all the way up. So they've seen different generations, things
Right.
happening from the '60s on, So, uh, yeah, I've been around it, and I started growing because I started smoking young too, just like a lot of people do. Same, Got into it, and then probably '80s, somewhere around there. I kind of got into closet growing, and then just went from there, off and on. Did
Yeah.
some of my first breeding projects, probably early '90s, late '80s, early '90s. First crosses. They weren't really breeding projects; they're just some crosses I made.
Right.
Yeah, and then yeah, just did it over the years for a while, man.
Man, the thing is frosted, just covered in.
There's got that greasy feel to it, tacky grease. Yeah, this thing had some monster leaves. It's pretty crazy. These are just little compared to the ones I took off. I really don't know what it was or what it came from. Probably some type of Afghani, I would imagine. That's what it looks like. It smells really sweet, kind of like I said, bubble gum or
What
somewhere,
up,
something like
Kenna?
that. It's unusual for you, unusual for most of the stuff I have anyway.
You're killing it, man. I love it. Yeah, I love the colors for sure. I like how when they get so frosted, the leaves start getting like tacos, just like it's just start closing
Yeah,
up.
curl up and it makes it look even more loaded.
What?
Like,
Yep. Hashtag be defined.
see if I can zoom in without jacking it up.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's try to get those trichones. That is crazy. Definitely got a winner right there for being just swept up, for swept up
Yeah,
being.
some randoms.
Uh, Yep, I just popped my Defiant babies. They're up and going right now.
Yeah, I've been getting some good feedback from the Red Diesel by Oaxacan cross. It's been pretty stout plant, pretty consistent. It's
Yeah,
good
I've
to
seen that it's
hear.
been pretty stable. Of like versus a bunch of these genetics that are well known by a lot of big companies, I guess, and you pretty much still have to hunt. So like it's pretty crazy how like you have someone like yourself that is like producing, taking your time to actually get this plant up and going, and just producing like really good stuff. I've seen Harry's. I've been keeping up with Harry's red
Yeah,
diesels, man. And they've been looking fire.
right. Very consistent.
All even,
Yeah, really.
all even.
He's doing an awesome job of those.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the lower insides even.
Yeah, just covered in frost. That's crazy. It looked like something that was growing out there outdoor, but just chilling inside.
Yep.
What light are you running?
Is a Photon Tech, the 1000 CO2 version,
Oh,
but I do not run CO2. Um,
that's sweet.
yeah, I don't run CO2. I only run it about half power, 500 watt, and it's probably I don't know. We're looking at 4 to 500 ppfd range, somewhere around there is all. But really, without CO2 or anything else, you can't really. No need to go any further than that.
Right, yeah, I was like, you gotta definitely look out for them temperatures if you don't have enough airflow.
Yeah.
Or else
Yeah.
you're gonna start getting mold and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. So it's like, what would you say is a funniest or like a good funny smoke thing that you've encountered, or like I don't know, just by being medicated? Something that you don't mind sharing with us.
Yeah. One
Like for me, it
time,
was like being too medicated in a roller coaster. We're to the point where like, whoa.
well, there was this time, a buddy and me, we had gone to Red Rocks concert, right? And we actually didn't have any weed, but he had an ashtray full of roaches. So we gathered those up, rolled a big old fat J out of it, and we were smoking it. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack because we by the time we started climbing up the mountain, we got about halfway and I was out of wind, and I for sure thought, yeah, we're gonna have to call an ambulance. And he was dying laughing. And then I started laughing, and I couldn't breathe, and I was like blacking out in and out, and he was trying to help me up and like pick me up and set me on a rock. Fell off the rock and fell down half the mountain, rolled down the mountain. He had to come pick me up again.
Oh,
Finally kind of came to. Was just out of wind from that high as hell, you know. Then I started laughing. All I could do was just sit there and laugh, and I thought to myself, "Yeah, I'm dying right here." That was it.
yeah,
But
it's like definitely when you're medicated, you definitely just like everything's kind of just tingling.
yeah, it was an awesome time though. We got up there, finally made it up to the top, and I don't even remember who it was. I think it was ZZ Top.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's crazy. You
yeah,
definitely got me there.
from roach weed at that. You know, I mean, it was just all
Oh
pleasant
man, roach.
content. Yeah, it was just
I,
all the roaches from
I
that he had that we
feel
put
like those are the
together.
best.
Yeah, that's concentrate basically, right?
Yeah, it's like you have well plus that, and then you have all the different flavors. If you just like like sampling different stuff, so like you pretty much have a salad bowl or whatever, just straight to the dome.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it tastes that
No,
good. I really, honestly,
oh
I couldn't
no,
even tell you. I don't remember. It was just, but
yeah,
yeah, high as hell. Yeah,
yeah, for sure it helps. I was like, those are always my favorite bowls. Leaving a couple roaches there, and then come in early morning, just rip
yeah.
it.
Re-roll them up.
Mm, oh no, just straight it, pack it in, and just break it up, put it in the bong, and just it'll definitely set me right. Better than rolling a blunt. Especially if you're in a hurry, you just gotta go.
There was another time, same dude, Alan, my friend Alan. We were in his car cruising down some back road, just out token, doing, because finding a place to smoke, you couldn't do it like nowadays. So we're on some back road, and this rabbit jumps out in front of us, and we weren't moving fast anyway. You know how it is driving, cruising. So this rabbit's running in front of us, and would not leave. Like, I felt bad for it because it just wouldn't leave. We're like running this thing to death. So my buddy puts his blinker on, turns, and we just slowly pass it. And it just kind of looks at us as we were passing it. No lie, it was like, hey, trippy, just tripping on that rabbit the whole time.
That's all good shit, man. This I could definitely say that this plant has bonded us in different ways, and definitely could tell some good stories.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
definitely
A lot of people
getting
talk
in
about
trouble in school.
medication, but the medicated side. But it really, at times it did help me when I was younger, coming across the right type that really helped me focus. Especially in school, it helped me study better. You don't often hear about that, but it does.
It
That
does.
will definitely. Yeah, you can get some great focus out of some different type plants.
Yeah, it was like growing up, technically, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and they tried to prescribe me whatever medication, and I purposely behaved better so I can get off of that because like I didn't feel like I was misbehaving due to just wanting to misbehave. It's just needing attention, and the only way I can do it is acting out. And I didn't get the attention that I needed. Instead, they pushed me towards something else. And pretty much, yeah, I was like, I ended up wanting to do different things. Finally, I tried smoking it. I was always against it. And I was like, I tried it out and it helped me out. It helped me not
Right
be
on.
all active with certain things, just not wanting to be in the streets all the time and, you know,
Right on.
getting into trouble.
Yeah, it does. Because like you said, we got the same type system in our body. Same. Those are chemical bonds. Definitely help
Yeah.
find the right stuff for it.
Yeah, I was like, the only thing I wanted to do is just come home and go eat me some food and go straight to go chill and
Keep you out
straight
of
knocked
trouble.
out. Oh
Same
man,
nowadays, though. I'd rather be in with the plants than being out and about. You know,
yeah. I was like, it's a beautiful thing hanging out with them. It definitely saves us from some crazy stuff
right?
we got going on.
The headaches of the world sometimes.
Hmm. I could definitely say this would be like my bonsai spot, and like just be coming each other. Um, do you have any questions for me? Anything that you would like to know?
I don't know what got you into this. I know you've been picking up a little more. Got your shows going on. It's pretty cool.
I just I like to have people on and be able to chat. I've always sucked at that. So I guess it's kind of if I'm a jump all
Right
in
on.
and just show my face, get to know people and might as well like support. If you show support, you show me. I
Right
show support back. And
on.
since the beginning that I've started, you were one of the ones that you were back to back, liking my page, commenting. And I love that. I didn't really notice because I guess I never really like paid attention to that side of the. I just post and that's it. I'll
Yeah.
just post and forget about it.
That's something I
And
try to
Harry
do.
brought it up,
I mean, I'm kind of lacking lately. I haven't been on as much, but I used to get on it and like really check out everybody's page, try to see what's going on. You
right?
know, yeah, keep up with everybody you can. But
Hmm.
it gained a lot of followers now. It's pretty tough, but still, I still try to make it around.
Yeah,
Even
I try to make it sometime.
yeah, some of those very first followers too. Hey, thanks everybody that has been following for a long time too. It's pretty cool
Hmm.
to get to know a lot of the people now.
Oh man, yeah. When I went through your page last night, I was like, wow, he has really been around the community and you have touched a lot of hearts, bro. You definitely made a lot of grown me smile and grown some fire stuff, and I'm glad to be able to jump on the Defiant train.
Right on.
You
Thank
know,
you. Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you everyone that helps. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so I'm definitely blessed to be on that, and I'm gonna do the best that I can from my side
Right on.
to represent these trains.
Yeah, you just find something pretty good in there. Uh,
Oh man, I've seen play good stuff, so I believe in it.
uh,
Shit.
what else? Anything else you want to know about?
Yeah,
Haven't.
I was like
What else?
um I noticed that you like to write down all your PPMs and all that good stuff. Would you like to whip that out and show it off a little bit? Explain how you like to go about it?
Uh, uh, Showing it
Not
probably not.
necessarily.
I'll talk about it
Oh,
though. Um,
okay.
so really, it takes a little bit to break down like the organic products and get them to feed, especially in DWC. To get them readily available. You can find some products that a plant will uptake. Um, but in the amount of time when I first started doing this, it was actually for a legal grow that we got involved with, and I was just running different nutrient products. But the one thing I wanted to do was actually have organics, and this was before it was really there was really any type bottle type organic products. And Oregon's only was one of those, but they weren't meant for hydroponic or anything like that, right? In fact, I
Mm,
had contacted Scott. He was like, "Yeah, that's not what that's for," And it was well, I tried it a lot of different things, and eventually I came back to it because it was the closest one I could get to the plant to eat or to break down far enough. And it
mm,
was just by taking them an extra step and fermenting them even further, and that's what I show sometimes when I'm showing, building that microbiome, basically different microbiology for them. Is I'll
mm,
take and just get that fermenting each one, break it down, and that way it's more readily available to the plants, so they will be able to eat that and uptake it, or it's really more of the microbiology that's eating it, and then the plant eating them in a way. It's breaking that down. Exactly how it works, I'm not really sure. At one time, I spoke with a chemist because we were sending samples in when we were testing, and I was sending these samples into the lab and asked the lab, hey, is there a way? I had this idea for a test. Is there a way I can test um, what the plant is eating on this cycle time and what it's actually uptaking and what's left behind, right? And he was like, yeah, I don't know. I'll put you in, put you through. They give me put me through to the lab manager and got to talking with him about it. He thought it was a good idea. He's like, I have no idea, really, we can't do that here at this lab, but I know somebody that would be interested in talking to you about it. And
Right.
yeah, it was a guy named Chris. He was a formulator for ag companies that they make, the different nutrient lines and work with them. So he had a few conversations with me, and he's like, I want you to talk to somebody, this other friend of mine, and his name was Dave. I think his name was Dave, and he was a microbiologist. I forget exactly what he was, but anyway, he worked with that side of it. And we had short conversations about what I was doing, and they gave me some ideas and pointers how to get that feed going. And then, of course, that was helpful. And some of it I just discovered by accident because I was pissed off with the feed. A lot of plants were dying and stuff was like precipitating and falling out of solution, not staying in solution. And there was a time when I was like, okay, the pH keeps dropping. I'll just I just dumped a bunch of lime in one day and everything leveled off, and that pH stayed stable for like a week and a half. And I was like, all right, that got me thinking about the pH, how to stabilize the pH. And it was just slowly working out of balance and taking everything down to a bare minimum. I know a lot of people like to run a high EC, like with a lot of different type bottle nutrients, right? It's like you're looking at 3.0 or something. With organics, you don't really need to do that. And by the time I was done, I was able to actually run a full grow, like from start to finish, on like something that's equivalent to 200, 300 ppm. Very low EC, like 4, 5, 6 on each EC, right? But it's all about using microbiology to break down products, ferment, breaking that down. I still use a little bit of salt base just to cover some things that that isn't available right away to the plant.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So in DWC, it worked best for me because as I went along, basically formulating the feed, it actually is locked out. And there's some things that are locked out, but as time goes on with the feed over a day or two, the pH drops and it begins to break those down and break that bonds, and those release to the plant. So it's kind of like a time release fertilizer in a way that over a week or two that it becomes available. It starts breaking down as the plant adjusts for itself, right? So yeah, it's kind of hard for me to explain it. Maybe one of them guys that I talked with would be able to better do it, but yeah, it's very different than what's out there.
You're doing great. Do you make your setups, your DWC setups?
Yep. Yeah, they're just pretty basic. I mean, it's just airstone and bucket. I have some RDWC systems I set up, basically running off gravity feed in a way. One pump and the rest drip feeds.
Would you? Is that something that you can show?
I don't have anything set up. No, okay. It's all packed up. Yeah.
Oh no, don't worry.
But
I was like, I'd like to see all that stuff.
Yeah, it was. There's some in my older posts from the grow room that we had. It has a float valve on it, and there's the tank of ferment that sets to the side, and it basically just drips that ferment into the reservoir, and that's it. Just keeps feeding. It'll feed for a couple of weeks without ever, having to pay attention to it.
See if I can bring up your page.
Temperature in the buckets. Temperature in the buckets is pretty much just off the room. Right now they're at 73, but lights will be out here in a little bit, and then morning temps bring the buckets down into the high 50s. So they're usually averaging 64 degrees, somewhere around there. On average, yeah. So it's just mainly by room temp. I don't go over 80. I'm usually in the low 70s to 75 on temp.
Yeah, that's good. And then do you have a like certain system running like heavy oxygen in there, or
Nope, just
just a
extra,
regular?
yes, regular air pump, pumping air that's in here. One thing I do is keep a good amount of airflow going through here. You know,
The
to think of it more,
like it
more like
definitely has to be.
DLI, like your daylight interval, right? You can apply more airflow through here, keeping a fresh air supply, basically, you know, so you don't have any stagnant air build up.
I was like, you have any experience rolling?
You experience what? Oh, yeah,
Rolling,
yeah, of course.
good
Uh,
stuff, good stuff.
I haven't had to,
Right.
you know, yeah, I
I
don't
was
really
like,
smoke that much anymore, so.
I wouldn't either after having this
Yeah,
right here.
yeah,
I was like, man, this is a sweet
yeah, I
piece.
did a full pull on that thing. It hits pretty hard, like a double stack, just kept packing it in. Then I took that one big hit. Yeah, I gagged for about an hour. It was.
That's always my favorite. Just like pack it to the top and just try to clear it
Yeah,
at one time. I can't. Like, she definitely a hitter. Man, this has been awesome.
it's a tank. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like those. There's some good pieces.
So what would be your favorite strain? I guess growing up.
You know, Colombian Gold. Like one time, I remember. Obviously, like I was saying, you know, we had people around. There was an old guy from Mexico that lived across the street from us growing up, and he was like a supplier. You know, he'd bring stuff in. It was kind of known, but not, you know, couldn't get busted. You know, it wasn't one of them things. The old guy, but he brought some one time, and it looked like it had been faded out, like laid in the back window when something fades, or you know, you see people's roses on their dashes, and they finally fade out, and they're just dry. I just remember it actually looked that gold color, and it had an incense smell. The first time I'd ever smelled it, so intense. It reminded me of like, you know, I don't know, just the incense. All the hippies would be burning. That you'd go to their houses and you'd smell that, and the flavor was clean. The high was super clear. Like almost didn't realize I was high, you know, in a way. But doing things, you'd be like fumbly or just laughing for no reason, you know.
Right.
So that right there from then was probably one of my favorites uh, from that day on. Always, and I've never even smelled that one again. Like how it smelled, it was pretty intense, and I can still remember it. It's pretty cool. But that was probably one of my favorites all time.
Right.
And Tide Plant,
That's
some ties are pretty good for the high.
yeah, definitely. When you got some good strains like that, it's kind of hard to you know to have it again, especially when you got all these new stuff that just constantly popping up
Yeah.
back to back.
I think it was more just kind of the experience kind of helped, you know, the
Hmm.
time and everything with it. The first time ever seeing that, so. And then
Man,
probably like anything that has a spicy kind of smell to it or flavor, anything that really fills a room. You know, as soon as you open the bag, it has that
that bag
instant
of
pungent feel. You know, you can smell that spice smell. Anything like that's pretty good. Has a nice draw on it.
uh, would like you said, have you smoked today, or would you be interested in doing the smoke sesh with us?
I don't even have anything prepped or ready. Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
and yeah, if
I
there's
haven't
anybody
smoked
on the live
in
that wants to jump on
probably
that
a
has
week.
your Defiance,
Yeah, I haven't smoked in probably a week. So.
yeah, I was like, if we can do a little, do something new where Gromas can come up and actually hang out with you that have the Defiant bong and want to chill and smoke.
One of these times. Yeah, I don't have one ready or anything right now. So.
Oh, no pressure, no pressure. If there's anybody that has a question, feel free and ask it. We got Defiant right here, spitting the spitting the education out and good experiences that we got going. Uh, did you have you said your parents and it's pretty much been running the family, right? Like
Not so much my parents, just my siblings, but family, friends, their friends. Yeah, just kind of grew up
Yeah.
with it, you know. Like I remember uh, sometimes when we were younger, one of my other friends would sneak some from his dad that smoked. He'd snuck some out. We'd go smoke it in the park. You know, very young
Okay. Well,
age.
we got Harry asking a question. He said, "What inspired you on breeding?"
That was kind of by chance. Like there was a guy who used to drop off weed. Uh, he was a friend of the family, but he used to grow, and he would bring this. It was awesome weed. I don't know what it was, but I remember only finding a few seeds, like out of a couple 100 pounds. Like he used to always come and go with this stuff, and I'd always search. I'd start searching through this stuff, right? And just start, and the handful I found, I could never get to grow. And one day I'd asked him, like, "Hey, can I get some of these? I can't get them to grow." And he said, "Oh yeah, you won't get those to grow." He goes, "These all been pressure treated. They're not gonna grow." Yeah.
Mm.
He goes, "But I'll get you some." And so by chance, I found a different different seed for somebody else, and it was a male plant. I didn't know what I was doing at the time with it, but I had a male plant, female plant outside, and they just happened to cross. Whatever they were different. And so I was telling him about it next time I'd seen him, and he had them seeds, and he'd give me them seeds. And then I was telling him about it. So he actually started giving me pointers. He's all, "Oh yeah, you don't want to leave them together like that. You just. And then he just kind of came around to me and took me under his wing for a little bit. I don't know, 2 years. I think he hung out with me off and on and gave me pointers, and then I just kind of went from there with it. Got into it, started uh, seeing what I could do with it. I picked up books where I could. They weren't really available then, and I didn't know what I was looking for.
Hi.
How's it going?
Okay. Hi, I'm Mary. I don't know if we've met personally, but thank you, by the way.
Yeah,
I
I think
wanted
once we did. Yeah.
I wanted to tell you, you've sent me enough of these Mexican mix reg photos that I can like do a small grow off with people, and I wanted to thank you for that because I'd love to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Cool. Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate that, and I am looking forward to trying the other ones too. They're going to be in my next photo period grow. So,
Right on.
but I wanted to say thank you. That's it.
Yeah, they're just kind of a mix. Hopefully, it's one of those like breeder packs you can find something out of it special.
Exactly. You just never know. And honestly, there's a lot of people out here be happy to grow them. They'll be thrilled that they came from you. So,
Right on.
thank you for that.
Anybody that wants them, just hit me up. I have a couple of leftover from when I popped.
But I had a quick question. I see that you do a lot of this stuff with the tracking of the numbers and the little projects and all, and I kind of asked it a little earlier. And it takes like a lot of passion for me just to be involved with my plants, but the stuff that you go kind of beyond, and I just wonder what drives you to do all that. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. The one thing, like I was saying earlier about when we had our legal grow, the really want to be able to grow something cleaner than pure salt-based type or synthetic, whatever. That drove me to do those tests initially for our legal grow, and plus it was cost. That was my job, was to write the SOPs, and this was before there was like even in metric where they didn't even know what they were doing. I mean, we were helping them actually make some of the rules up as we went along because we would be explaining things like, well, what do we do in this case? And they're like, we don't know. And we're like, well, this is what we would do. So a lot of that came from a necessity. I had to adjust, cost adjustment and track everything that we were doing. So it just came down to that. And then eventually it was like, well, I need to test to see what's doing better. Comparison tests from product to product, and then we would send samples into the lab and have it tested. In fact, I posted some very long time ago, but they're on my page still.
Okay.
The actual tests from product tests where we actually tracked everything and increased the THC by adjusting the different feeds. And so, yeah, just that kind of thing drove me to do it.
That's awesome. No, I just think it just takes a lot. I look at the kind of work and the dedication, and like I said, just taking care of the plants that I do seems like a lot of work. So thank you though for doing that kind of stuff. And it's like through everybody, and I call it the scientists. You guys are all the scientists as far as I'm concerned. And it makes it a lot easier for growers like myself who just want to like pop these badass beans. And I just want to say thank you personally. So,
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah.
I'll jump off and give someone else a chance
Oh,
to jump
oh,
up.
no, you're good. You're welcome here. Yeah,
All the smoke then, and
yeah. Yeah, I want to have people here as much as they want to be, as much as they want to be.
oh,
Yeah.
And,
Rob
It's good to meet
wanted
everybody
to be
too.
here. Rob wanted to be
yeah.
here. It was past his bedtime though. So,
Oh, no. Yeah, well, yeah, he does have an early morning.
yeah,
Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate the boss coming out and showing us his ways. You
that's awesome.
definitely have a beautiful garden.
So yesterday, you bet. Anytime. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually do like that kind of thing. I enjoy watching numbers, checking things. Yeah, the Verbeck test, it was actually pretty good. It was very similar to what I did for the grow that we had, only it was, much larger. We'd be running like 48 clones, and three controls. So we'd have the three controls to make sure we had a steady baseline from the three controls. And we'd take that average, and then we would run whatever we changed on each one of the clones of the 48, and then check that against the same thing. And it's time consuming, but the data you gain from it and the knowledge it's priceless.
That's
So
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
didn't have to do it. You had to do it.
yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Yeah,
That was,
they have a good product too. That Vermbeck, the worm compost, I believe, not really worm castings, but their compost. That's some good product. Yeah, works out pretty good.
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I was like just watching it. Good night, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, just watching the post when you post that. It's pretty clean. I was like, I haven't seen anybody doing it. Not even
Yeah, and that's
these
something
big.
I've always thought about and wanted to do. And actually, I have Candy Amber Farms to thank for that. And you had her on last week, right? So
2
she
weeks.
asked me if I would actually give it a try because I usually don't run products. I've had a couple companies I've talked with about doing this kind of thing, but they're not too into it. But she asked me to do it. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Right.
And they sent that over right away without question. I didn't even talk to them. They sent it over right away to me. And it's pretty cool. Vermiculture, right? Working with worms and learning about that. They have a lot of other products. They actually have like worm feed, I believe, you can give to your worms for those that are really
Yeah,
into
to keep them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
good stuff. That's definitely something I definitely want to practice with the living
Yep.
soil.
Candy,
Seen
Candy has us convinced, has Rob convinced that he wants to do some of those, the worm beds that she's doing. Maybe not as big. She's got some big stuff going on, but, just smaller scale to get started because we do use a lot of worm castings in our grows. So, and it just would
it doesn't take much. I mean, that's something that worked out really well. Is those little 6-ounce cups. You wouldn't think you'd get away with that in a 6-ounce cup, but it definitely made a difference. So you can imagine in larger beds what you could do. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I was like, it's definitely something to keep around because I was like, it gets pretty expensive after a while. Having to buy constantly.
Yeah. I wish I had something to show you guys. I have nothing really good going on right now. I'm half in the dark with my tents. So
Oh no, you're good.
I've got my babies. That's it. My babies are just like sitting there being babies. You know how babies are. They just exist. They're just there, and they're so friggin' adorable. And it takes forever to go from this to it's like a watch pot never boils. It really doesn't. So stop looking at it, Mary.
Yeah, don't blame me on that one. I was like,
can't help it though.
do you have any autos coming out?
Me? No, I don't run autos other than honey badgers. Personally, I have some that I've worked with, and I grew outdoors. I wasn't happy with them. That was probably me microing though outdoors with them and working with them. The thing I have against autos, I don't necessarily have anything against autos, but I don't like the idea that they could be used, by industry to kind of lock people out from growing their own in a way. So if you're getting, feminized autos, well, they're always female, always, and we see this a lot in some of the seed banks now. That's really all they're going to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you get locked out from, pretty much growing your own unless you have connection, down the line or something. But for somebody who doesn't know anybody or goes online and that's all that's available to them, kind of sucks for them. There should be a variety out there and leave that open to everybody to have. So that's the only thing I
Yeah, for
really
sure.
have against them. But other than that, I'm glad that people are working them, because like anything that's really, they got a bad rap for a long time, but it's really just putting the time in on them and making them better. That's coming along. So you're seeing a lot better autos nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
I have
Yeah,
a friend. I have a friend in the community that's started me out with doing auto regs, and which was new for me. And I got to tell you, some of the best smoke I found was in this stuff, and it is just amazing. And he's some guy working his regular job and working his fire at the same time. And I love to find the fire with everybody out there.
Right?
Yeah,
So
there's
That's
a
why
lot
we hunt.
better products out there now. For me, there's plenty of companies doing it. It's not something I want to do. So
Yeah. I like to grow both. I grow both autos and photos because I have I don't know, I just see the pluses in both of them. I have a passion for the autos, the artistic floral side of it, I guess. For some reason, I just see it more that way because I keep them small and they're like little plants. So, but yeah, and then I love my photos because that's where my weed really comes from. I mean, maybe not the best necessarily exactly what I wanted all the time because I'm usually going for size matters at that point.
yield, bring in the yield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
autos, it offers everybody, a quick turnaround though. They don't have
It
to wait
does.
veg time or anything. You can just throw it in there and go. So that's always good about them. Yeah, the
for
ones
sure.
these here from Honey Badger are doing really well. I think.
I haven't
First time I've grown
tried.
indoors, so they're doing pretty good.
I haven't
Yeah,
tried
the reason
them at all.
I have brought it up was because I was trying to see if there's something that you would want to see in the American Auto Cup, so we can get somebody growing that, or if I can grow it and send it off for that, that'd be cool for next year. And spread the word, bro. You can really get it out there.
Yeah, I'll leave the autos to somebody else.
No,
I'll take them. I'll take them. I
Yeah,
won't do
yeah.
great with them, but I'll take them.
Adam, yeah.
oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
I am going to jump down. So I've got to hop in the other room real quick. So, but I want to thank you guys again, and I'm gonna be listening. So it was
Appreciate
nice
you.
hanging out for a little bit. Take care.
No
Thank you.
problem. Appreciate you jumping on. Always good to see Miss
Yeah.
Mary.
We had talked one time. It was like late night, short. She's like, "Hey, I've been seeing you around," and asked me to jump on. I was like, "Yeah, sure." But yeah, it was cool. It's a really good community. Like you do meet a lot of good people on here. So
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to, you'll get both. You'll get that bad vibes and those good vibes, but it just depends on who you want around, and that's who you keep around.
yeah.
Yeah, so try to support whoever, if you show love to me, you definitely, you're in there for a good reason. So I'm definitely, I like to do the same. What would you say is your favorite smoking utensil?
Just a plain old pipe. I like just pack.
Plain old clean pipe?
Yeah, easy packable. Because I don't do it often, so I can just set it down aside anywhere. Easy to clean. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Easy to take with you if you want to take it somewhere. Yeah. So
Yeah, I try not to carry my
regular
guns
pipe.
with me anymore.
I mean, there's a lot of, really good utensils out there. I just prefer that since I don't smoke that often. Makes it easy.
Well, maybe one day I'll slow down a little bit. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
My wife's been asking me to, but I was like, kind of I was like, maybe I'll start doing with the dabs or something. It'll be a cleaner smoke and not so danky.
Yeah, I prefer just plain old joint or regular weed and a pipe. Smoke bud. The rest, like edibles and everything, it usually give me a headache afterwards, kind of like a hangover in a way, and it's always like that, so I just don't do it.
Hey, what's up,
What's
30?
going on, guys?
What's up?
Nice hat,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you.
Take that hat.
This cool guy gave it to me. He sold me a bomb. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him.
Matter of fact, this
I
bomb
was like, how'd you
right
get so
here.
cool?
Right on.
But we already know.
Yeah, I'm totally unprepared. I should have had it out, had something out to pack.
Oh no,
Oh,
you're
it's all
good,
good.
buddy. I can. It's just a surprise,
We'll smoke one
Yeah.
for you.
Right on.
Cheers, buddy. Here, let me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like this bomb. It's
teasing.
really nice. Good eating.
You need some autos. Honey Badger has he's put together a little hunt. He's asking for people to help hunt his stuff. Go look him up at Honey Badger, at Honey Badger Grows.
Well, I'll definitely do that.
So anybody that's wants to get in on
Yeah.
that, want to grow some autos,
Yeah,
go
I
look
love
him
that.
up. He's good cat. He's got a good thing going. So
Yeah, I do both. I do autos and photos. But yeah, I'll check them out.
well, these are the first ones
Sure.
I've grown indoors, but they're doing pretty
that-
well.
Is that what you have right there?
Oh no, they're back there. But we can go take a look again.
I was like, damn, that's a big auto. I was like, good luck. I was like, get down. That's beautiful. What is that guy?
I don't know. I
You don't
think it's
know?
a type of Afghani. Yeah, it's just something from a breeding project. I call it floor sweepings because that's what they are. All the seeds that fell
wow.
out at the end of the breeding projects in a mixed room, swept them up, throw them in a bag. It's kind of a grab bag.
It's got beautiful colors underneath the leaves. Are they like orange colors underneath the leaves, or are they just
She's purple, bro.
Purple.
She's,
I don't know if you can see
Oh
them.
wow, that's beautiful. Wow, cool colors.
She was,
Really cool colors.
yeah. I was like, hopefully he doesn't mind to save this live, and yeah, I was like, you check that out when you showed that purple.
Yeah. See if I can flip it around without killing this again.
Oh shit! Wowzers! Yikes! Stripes.
Covered in
That really is purple, isn't it?
too.
That's really wow, super cool. What's up, Barry? Yeah, man. I can't wait to get your stuff on the ground. I'm all my tents are full right now, but as soon as my big one that I've got, my 4x4 is out, I'm gonna get some of your stuff on the ground.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll run over here and check out the autos again.
Man,
Yeah, please.
I think it's killer right there. Cheers, everyone.
Sorry it took me so long to get her. I had to put my kids to sleep. They're being fussy.
Hey, no, you're good, buddy.
Actually, lights out on the autos. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
In fact, this one will probably be kicking out here soon too.
Definitely beautiful. Beautiful plants. My stuff's just about to turn on here in about, what time is it? 4 minutes. Yeah, I have one big alien rock candy photo in my 4x4 that I'm going to scrog out. It's pretty decent size. It's probably about, what do you think, 52 inches tall or something? Green something like that, 52, 54 inches tall. It's pretty big. So I'm going to try to scrog out a whole 4x4 wall to wall in it, see what I can do.
You gotta make sure you do the lollipop like how he has this inside.
Yeah. I'm going to be pretty
Get that
pretty
good
ruthless.
airflow.
I'm going to be pretty ruthless with the net this time. Anything that's pretty much below the net's going to get the axe. We're not having any love this time. It's going to be ruthless. Yeah, look at those, man. Wow. And that's just a breeding project you're doing? That's not anything fancy. It's just something you're doing for fun or just something as a project?
It was just a grab bag, just to do, just to grab one and see what was in it.
Appreciate
Okay.
Nothing, not do anything with it. Just figured I'd just grow one out, see what was in there.
Definitely cool looking. Without a doubt. What's the smells you're getting?
It's very, like, gummy, like bubble gum, sweet. Yeah.
Nice. kind of got a bubble gummy color with the purple too. That's really cool. Nice. Bring it to me, Dustin says. Yeah, I bet. Bring it to me. Cool.
Bring me in.
I think it's a good bump.
I've been pushing.
So, you said you've been doing it for like 20 years?
What's that?
I'm sorry, you've been doing this for 20 years or so, you said?
Well, since the 80s, I'm 55 now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you said it was I'm sorry, it was Acapulco Gold was the one you liked the most?
Oh, some Colombian gold, yeah.
Colombian Gold. Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm an old school head too, and I've smoked some of those
Right.
older
Yeah,
strains.
they
Like
have
they're
that.
talking about like that. Yeah, I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, that
So
incense smell it had, yeah, it's really, I don't know, it was unique. It was something,
the scent that I
I
thought you were
haven't
talking about
seen
was
yet. So,
Neg Champa. Have you ever seen a Neg Champa incense? If you ever
no,
go to any of those stores like that, it's called Neg Champa. It's an actual smell, and I think that's the smell you're talking about when you're talking about that incense smell that you always smell in the
I'll
hippie
have to look
houses.
that up. Yeah, because that's what it reminds me of, right? It has
Yeah, yeah.
that's just light incense
Hmm.
type smell.
Really, really spicy. It's got a
Yep,
spicy floral.
yep, and
Yep.
I do love the
Hmm.
spice, yeah.
That's cool, man.
Well,
That's really,
it's
really
lights
cool.
out.
Oh, that's it. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Lights turned off. It's closing time.
Well, appreciate you hanging out, ladies.
Yep.
It's time to go night-night.
Yeah. Hang out with the chili plants, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, now we get to chill.
I saw those. You have some
pepper
black chilies. What's up with the black chilies, sir?
It was
The different peppers?
no,
But what?
it was the sweet one that you were talking about earlier.
I saw them on your page. You showed pictures of them, and they're very, very dark colored, looking
those
like
were,
jalapenos with chili.
yeah, those were chilies, the poblanos, I believe.
Those are
Oh,
so
see,
cool.
it was the
Yeah.
poblanos that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I was looking at his page earlier, and they were so dark. I was like, "Wow, I've never seen one that dark." I was like, "What did you do to get them that dark?" That was just a certain variety.
You know, I don't know. They were just regular poblanos, but they were really dark green, really dark, almost
Yeah,
black.
they looked black. From what I looked at them, I was like, "Goodness gracious, I've never seen a black one before." That's
Yeah, I
very,
think
very
that
cool.
was
They're
just
like
kind of the
super dark
lighting,
green.
but yeah, they were really dark green. They made a beautiful meal because when you cut them open, you know it was really light green inside. You know.
Mm-hmm. I like making the chile rellenos with those.
Yeah, exactly what they're for.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Chile rellenos is the deal.
There we go. Now my stuff opened up here. I can kind of take a look in here.
There we go.
I just started this earlier today. This Grog mission here that I'm doing. This is that big alien rock candy in that 4x4 that I was talking about.
Nice.
I just started pulling it out to the edges, as you can see here. But I have it under an AC Infinity Evo 4, and then I have two 100-watt Evo Suns on either side, kind of at, you know what I'm saying?
Did he go muted?
Yeah, lost sound.
Right. I think you're muted. Huh. Well, your garden looks beautiful, but
Yeah. They do look really good too.
Regardless of the audio, we got a little technical difficulties, no problem.
I just realized you can't hear me in the fucking word I'm saying. That is awesome. All right. Well, I'm giving you a silent tour of my garden here. Yeah, sorry. These are my autos back here in the far back corner. That's the Titan F1 right there. That's the Cookies Gelato. That's the Blueberry Haze back there. That one's not liking the light so much, but it's still growing good, so I'm just letting it go like that. I'm not going to mess with it. But these are copycats right here. That's the Trues, and that's the Vanilla Velvet one. And these are the Bubba whips I'm doing for the Messino 2020 grow off. That's one of my Bubba whips right there. That's my other Bubba whip right there. And then I have a clone down just hanging out. Yeah, but my this is my big thing here is this one. And sorry, you probably couldn't hear me at first, but this is one. This is my Alien Rock Candy in here, and I'm trying to get it wall to wall. I'm trying to do a full wall to wall scrog. But this is day one. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Gonna fill in that.
Oh yeah,
She's definitely gonna fill in that.
I'm hoping it starts coming up through these squares like they're supposed to, and I'm gonna get them all organized and in the right spots. 'Cause the last one I did, it looked good on the edges, but on the inside it was really cluttered. And I got a decent yield, but it definitely could have been cleaner in the center, you know, less confusion and clutter and popcorny stuff in the center. And I'm going to try to do better this time. I'm going to try to keep everything on the outside edges, keep the inside pretty cleared up as much as I can, and try to get a decent yield out of it. So it should be fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So both of you do the scrogging. What do you prefer as a method from growing? You think?
I've noticed a difference right away. For sure when you're letting them grow vertically, natural Christmas tree style, she just looks more mature. Now, I'm not sure if it's due to like her being, I guess, what do you call that, low stress training, by her being stretched constantly every time, like as she's growing, being tucked until you finally meet that square that you want to reach before you flip. Or is it just, I guess, it's just genetics? But like, I have some that are from the same batch that normally I guess would require to or be close to identical or completely not.
Yeah.
Like you can see that one just looks like 2 weeks ahead, and when it's probably not.
Right. It takes different to the training.
I guess so. I'm not too sure. Plus, I like more, having an even bud canopy than having one really nice long bud,
Right.
and then having all the other ones just
Right.
looking semi.
Right. Trying to utilize every bit of the light and everything. Yeah.
Might as well, just have a full. Plus, it looks really cool when you can just like pop it off when you're done.
Yeah.
And she looks like a shield.
Right.
Yeah. I do both. I kind of let the plant decide kind of what it's going to do. If I see a plant that looks like it wants to grow vertically more, I just let it kind of do its natural thing. And then I do some weird training with the buds as they come up in that center cola. I posted some pictures on that where I stick clips behind each one of the buds so they come away from the main stalk and get big. But when I scrog, I usually do it to the taller, lengthy plants like this one here. This plant was like stood up like this tall in here when it was not on the scrog. So I was running out of space. So I was like, what am I going to do? So here we are, you know.
Yes.
Kind of out of necessity.
Something that has more stretch to it.
Yeah. And it's got good nodal spacing too. If you look all the way up this, the way the space is really, really nice. So if it does fill out, it's going to fill out and be very, very, long and nice,
Right.
cute colas. So that's what I'm looking for.
Well,
Oh, there it is.
some
It's
ground
grog.
got chopped down.
You got an empty space? What's going on here?
Yeah, we got some empty space. Somebody got chopped, and these are ongoing. And then we got the trellis. Yeah, like the trellis, I was kind of fond of it this time, even though she didn't really have the same type of tension that these do.
Yeah, after time they get tugged on. I'm imagining the cotton starts to give. You got to retighten it down, huh?
But she definitely, I'm not sure. Like if it's just a genetics that's allowing this to happen.
Yeah, like that. Look at that.
Yeah.
When that fills in,
And
that's going to be
Raleigh's-
beautiful.
Yeah.
I need to bring something to like match it up. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these big lighters.
Yeah.
For grilling, they're a good foot size.
Sweet Jesus, that is
Stacking
decent
pretty
size.
good.
Good Lord, that's like
and that's
14,
much,
16.
yeah. There's like almost every single little branch that came off of this She looks like what do you call it? Like the little slingshots.
It's a cool looking plant.
Oh, there you go. Clarity got better. It's pretty even all throughout. I like the second one, this one right here for sure. It's definitely more filled in. Not too sure what I'm doing right here. If it's the light or if it's
What is the light?
Is it just
Right.
the edges on that?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's the edges of the leaf. And then this one I was struggling from the beginning, and I'm trying to get her back in check. Like you can see some most of this stuff is turning green again, but hopefully I can get her at least
Fine.
close to something
I'm sure you will.
worth harvesting. I don't want to waste all that time either and then not produce. I'll chop her down if I have to.
I think it looks pretty good. Well,
Yeah, if you got
Yeah.
time into them, it's always worth trying to save them,
Oh yeah, I was
especially that far along.
yeah, like if it takes her a little bit longer, like I'm already on doing the thing. Might as well just let her run her own show whenever she's ready.
Yeah.
Chop her up.
that's
Mm-hmm.
where I was with that auto. The leaves started turning funny colors. It was already so far into flower, and it didn't look like it was really messing with the bud development or anything like that. The leaves just started getting weird colors, and I was just like, fine. I checked the pH of the soil. It was fine. Nothing's crazy business about it. Everything's good. The soil's alive. It's just acting funny. So I'm like, fine. Just run your course.
Right.
We'll see what
That's the way
happens.
it finished out.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens. It's not dying. So yeah. Look at that bad boy. That's gorgeous. Look at that. All of us are so happy. Oh, there's the lights. Yeah, boy.
Yeah. The Dirty Fun guy hooked me up with these lights.
Yeah, I gave him those lights. So I wanted him to have more. He had so much grow space, but he didn't have the lights, and I had extra lights. I gave them to him because he needed it. Look at that. Look at all the real estate he's got with those lights. Good Lord. It's magic.
Yeah, for sure.
Making magic happen, man. It's good stuff. That one's got some crazy looking leaves right there.
This one? Like
Yeah.
thin.
Look how long and
Thin leaves.
thin those are. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're like freaking saw blades. So I'll say,
That's good looking plants.
yeah, dude, it's
In
cool.
general, it's pretty good looking plant.
It's cool looking. I like that one. I like them when they look just, you can tell that they're slightly genetically different. They just got to look like, wow, very neat.
Yeah, this one has the fat leaves. Another fat leaf. That
Yeah,
one
boy.
just looks like a turtle, like that turtle green.
Yeah, they're all happy as hell in there, though. Look at how happy they are. Goodness gracious. That's awesome. Really awesome.
Appreciate
Well.
it. No, wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all motivate me to
Yeah.
keep doing.
That's what I love about this community. Everybody's so cool, everybody.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
bro. It really means a lot. Like, especially when we're following each other, really getting to know each other, and just besides the social media.
Right. Well, that's how I found Defiant Seeds was through
Mm-hmm.
Green Year here. So I wouldn't even. I mean, I saw you once through Sky Loco. I think the original time I saw you were on an interview with Sky Loco, and that's the first time I actually saw you. And you started talking about your DWC and stuff, and then I saw you with Green Year's Bong and all that stuff, and I was like, "Where'd you get that?" And so on and so forth. Yeah, good stuff. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Yeah. Nice.
Beautiful. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to jump off. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, talking to us,
Yep.
listening to us,
Yeah,
showing our plants and
for sure.
everything. We really, really appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
More than we can say, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you guys too.
Yeah,
But-
I'm gonna keep repping it, keep spreading the word
Me too.
as much as I can.
Oh, yeah. And we'll just wait. As soon as I get them in the plant on the ground, I'll keep you informed. I'll tag you in my grows and stuff with your stuff, so you can see what's going on with my stuff that I plant for you. So
Yeah.
And thank you again for everything
I
you
dig
did.
checking them out, seeing plants that they end up you breed and put together, and then it's pretty cool to see everybody
Yeah.
growing them. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Thanks.
I will definitely keep you informed. So thank you once again. Peace, guys.
Alrighty, bro. Appreciate you jumping on. And what a great night. Well, I'm not sure if you wanted to do it just an hour or if you wanted to keep on going.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not sure.
probably ready to hop off now.
Yeah,
So,
well, appreciate
yeah,
you jumping on, bro.
thank
Appreciate
you
your
too.
time.
Yeah, it's
Keep
good.
on doing
Good
what you
chatting
do
with
for this
you.
community, you know. Really means a lot.
Yep.
My fault, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, if you no more questions, whatever. I do
Yeah, if
appreciate
anybody
everything that
ain't got
everybody
any.
does, though. And like you were saying, the community is pretty awesome. Met some really good online people now. Turned out to be good friends and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
That's like this, little by little, that's how it works.
Right.
We just gotta keep up,
Yeah.
you know.
I would love to
Support each
open my
other,
account
don't
up,
bring down.
right? Because it's private. I don't know. Is yours private also? You run a private account?
I'd rather a private account, but I don't think it is
Yeah.
private. I like
Mine, I do because you get so much garbage too, and then we're also like a lot of our accounts are taken down, so it's kind of hard. I'd love to open it up to everybody, but so it's good that we are finding the right people that way too. As they come along, we can sort through them, and same thing. So yeah, you don't need the hard heads in here yelling at everybody or trying to control everybody. This helps keep everybody out that way too. So.
No, bro. It's like if you got some education to spread, pretty much just find the right way to spread it. Don't pressure
It's good. Everybody
anybody.
talks.
Don't tell nobody you're doing it wrong, because we all got different. We all got different atmospheres where we're at. So it's just pretty much we gotta work with what we got.
Somebody's always got some way they want that works for them. So
Yeah,
but it's cool that we get good community together that way.
Yeah,
Do these
it's like,
things.
and it's beautiful to see these strains just grow differently. It's definitely.
Yeah, or anything, see how people are growing too.
Well, yeah, like the gardens are always the best to see.
Yeah.
Especially because when you get to see the family just go ahead and get to eat it, man.
Right.
Because it was like, I loved when my son was constantly asking for the cucumbers that I got to grow.
Right on.
But I appreciate you again.
Yep.
Hopefully you don't mind me saving this
No,
live.
I don't know. That's fine.
I appreciate you, boss.
Yep.
And we'll talk next time.
All right. Thanks again.
Cheers, everybody. We'll start up again another one so we can just chill and smoke.